This episode is brought to you by Company Cam and Breakthrough Academy.
Yeah, I think a big thing, obviously, how we met was through BNI and getting to meet a lot of business owners, just finding how we can market, especially like exterior-based service businesses. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of the times just fail to market their service, market their products well. And so I've been able to talk with like a lot of owners and marketing teams just to say, hey, this is a new way, a new and exciting way to really show what you do. Because a lot of the people that I work with do great work, but
Mm-hmm.
they're taking photos from their phone. They're trying to, do it on their own. And it's like, why don't we help you out? We can get some great shots, especially like commercial building stuff that's a lot bigger. Just marketing,
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, like if I'm a painter and I work on commercial buildings, like if I'm going to a website or going to a Facebook page, I want to make sure that they can handle if I'm going to call them and say, hey, I need this, 100 apartment complex painted on the
Right.
outside. And if you don't have drone photos, you don't really know how big a complex is. So
Mm.
commercial, it definitely helps. And also just residential, we do a lot of orbiting around. Before and after shots are really great, where we're doing an autonomous orbit around a house, a structure beforehand. And then after the fact, you get to see like, okay, now it's brand new. This is what we did. And like the side by side comparison, there's just really nothing that matches that for marketing.
Yeah, yeah. Those are really excellent points because scope is a huge consideration in determining whether you can do the project. And with a lot of paint contractors, traditionally who don't necessarily know how to market their business and don't really, they really rely on a lot of word of mouth. If you do have a very large project, it's hard to know if that company is actually equipped to do that job or not. And it makes a lot of sense that, yeah, if you're doing a huge commercial, multi-unit complex or, high rise or industrial, where, yeah, you're not going to be able to get your phone camera all the way up, on top of a water tower. So,
Yeah, hopefully not.
right, you're just not going to be able to get that type of footage. And so how will your potential customers actually know that you can do the job? I think that's a huge statement to make. So when examining this footage, what do you think is the main difference between the visual quality of it compared to, like, if I do just kind of back up and take a wide shot, what are some of the visual statements and impacts that separate drone footage from regular photography and videography?
It just kind of gives more of a, I would say, a 3D perspective almost. Whether even if it's just a photo, you're getting this aerial view from, and sometimes we don't even go that high. Sometimes it's 20, 30, 40 feet for a residential home. Um,
Right.
but it's really getting the best shot.
And that's it.
What's that?
Otherwise, you're just capturing the roof, and
Yeah.
none painting the roof.
It's like, oh, I'm not a roofer, so don't give me a photo of
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's like the best, you're getting the best angle, you're getting the best side of your project. And from the ground, sometimes you just can't capture that. And when
Yeah.
you're able to zoom out a little bit, it just gives you a more of a bird's eye perspective of, okay, this is a big house. Or,
Right.
this is, if you want to highlight some areas that you had worked on, say it's on the second story, you guys worked on scaffolding, it was a window or some interesting part of the house, you really want to get that in, you want to get the drone in the air so that you can get up close and personal to that. And really from the
Hmm.
phone, when you're kind of like, zooming in on your screen trying
Hmm.
to get a second story, you're really not going to get something that you can actually sell someone on. But when you get that
Right.
aerial perspective, you really have endless possibilities, which is amazing.